Hello and welcome back to another edition of Wednesday Weaving here at Weave at Brooklands. Now, as you can see, I have some floating pinwheels on my loom at the moment, and I've made a mistake with my pickup. And I'm actually really pleased that I've made a mistake because it gives me such a good opportunity to show you a really good trick for quick unpicking your weaving. We've all been in the situation where we're working, maybe we've got some lino on the loom, or we're working on a slightly more complex pattern, and oops, we find that we've made an error, and now we've got to go back and unpick it. And we go through the whole process of picking up our pattern all over again, so that we can actually just undo it. And I'm going to show you a really easy way to get around that. So first of all, this is where my error is here. Now you probably can't see it because there isn't sufficient definition on the camera, but what's important is that I can show you how to unpick it. You don't need to see what it actually looks like, but I can show you how to get rid of it. So it's a little bit awkward because I've got my loom clamped to the table so that I can stand and give you a really good camera angle on this. So just bear with me a little bit if I cross over in front of the lens of the camera, or if I sort of jiggle things around a little bit. Right, so my heddle for this mistake row was in the upshed, and my pickup for this particular little pinwheel only deals with those three stripes that are in the warp. So I'm going to put my shuttle in to the shed, and I'm going to bring it out just before my pattern starts. Now I come to my picked up area. Now I don't want to go through the whole process of redoing the pickup so that I can fix my mistake. The easy way to do it is to simply put your shuttle into the shed and bring it out at the area where your error is, as I've done here, and then you grab your weft on either side of that error, and you make a loop and you pull it up. And as you pull it up like that, it's creating a space where all the threads that have been picked up are still picked up, and I've now got the space between my pickup threads and my bottom threads, and I can simply put my shuttle through that space and bring it out on the other side of the error, and there my mistake is dealt with, and I can now reweave the whole row. So think of that as a little bit of a cherry on the Christmas tree for you. It's just such a handy trick to know that. Be careful if you're using a weft that is particularly fragile, or even if your warp is particularly fragile, be careful with actually pulling up on the loop as I did there, in case you should break your weft. But generally, if you're using sort of a normal weaving yarn, one of the ones that we all love and use all the time, you'll be okay to do that. So I hope that helped. And if you're interested, this little floating pinwheel pattern is part of the Christmas project that I have on the Patreon page at the moment. We're going through weaving pinwheels kind of step by step, and then there will be this one. And I'm not telling you what the project is because that's a surprise. I'm telling you that it's not a tea towel. So if you want to know more about it, please feel free to pop along to Patreon and see what I'm up to. If you found this tip useful, please give me a thumbs up. A little bit of love goes a long way. And subscribe to the channel. That would be great. Always helps. And I'll see you next week with another weaving tip for you.